Really nice car as well. As you can see, this one is pink. I would be okay if this one was black as well. Pink in the inside. I'm just really big on like the black outside, the black exterior, pink interior vibe. I wanted black interior, pink exterior, but for safety reasons, I just feel like, yeah. And I did pick trucks because, you know, Atlanta has a lot of potholes and, you know, I can't always see them. And I feel like trucks go over potholes better than cars. Are you stressed? Are you okay? Do you need a fan? Are you okay? Okay, calm down, simmer down, simmer down.
Calm down, simmer down, bitch. I want pink interiors. Calm down. Let me describe to you what type of engine. Who the fuck is that?
Down. Simmer down. Yeah, I'm less likely to hit a curb in this car. You know, just it's safer for me. A truck is safer for me, okay? Price, not that much. Not that much. It's not that much, okay? I did specify that I want a big pink bow on top. Big pink one, not red, not blue, not green.
It's not a marriage present. It's not even her fucking birthday. It's Christmas.
Right. I can agree with
and you're gonna like it. Ty Dolla $ign asked me on stream a couple weeks.
I can agree with him, Chad. That's a big present. 100,000, 150,000 with the special interior. That's a big present, Chad. Tinted windows, rounded off to 175,000 maybe altogether. Paying for that, you know, whatever she needs to wrap it up and send it home. It's a lot of money, Chad. But again, we don't know their relationship. Maybe he was comfortable enough to show her. Like maybe they had a talk. You know when you're sitting with your girl, you know what I mean? You got your, you know what I mean? And you're in the bed and y'all just having deep conversations, park car therapy conversations, late night conversations. Maybe she asked. Maybe she was bold, like, babe, how much you make? And maybe he showed her. Maybe he had no problem saying I make such and such a month. And maybe she was like, what? I don't believe you, show me. And he showed her that account and she's like, it's a different feeling, chat. Again, we are not in the relationship. Those two are together. Or we're together, we don't know. Maybe we'll get back together. The point I'm making is, it's a lot from the outside looking in. It's easy for us to go, that's kind of crazy. Even if he was dating her for 6 months, that's not his wife yet. That's kind of crazy. $100,000 car for Christmas, not your B-day. This ain't your birthday. This ain't, you know, you're my baby mom. We have a kid. You just want a car for Christmas? Like, what happened to $50,000 Chanel bags and shoes and earrings for $5,000? What happened to normal, you know, staying under $75,000 for Christmas? You want a vehicle and I drive you everywhere? It's kind of crazy, chat. It's kind of crazy. But again, only him and her know their relationship. Maybe she understands her man makes $900,000 every 2 months. So it really does, in her eyes, feel like that's nothing for him.
So what's the most expensive thing you ever got a girl? I said a flight. And even then when it's flight, man, I'm gonna make content out of that. I'm gonna get content. This is not even clip farming. This is real. This is actually what she's asking. It's both now. It's clip farming. Clip farming has become reality because reality is the clip. It's a Truman Show for all these people. And I saw a clip of KAICENAT's girl, I remember from beforehand, commenting on, I think, Silky's post from 2021 saying about how handsome he is. And I saw Black Boy Max, he had a girlfriend, and she was hopping on every stream and kissing all these streamers. And then I saw Neon's girl. And there's a lot I know that I didn't say, and I was warning him, and I got so much heat for that. And now you get to see what the reality is. My point is, girls that are getting involved in this world, in the content world, if they're putting a camera on you, run the fuck away. They don't love you. They're not there for you. They want your clout. They want your money. And they're...
Chat, it's not fair for us to go, oh, I see you with such and such. Because there's two things we need to cover. And I'm going to do it real quick because I want to get through this video. Because Sneako's he's a little too raw. He's going to say how he feels, even if he hasn't really thought about how he feels. He's going to say what he feels in the moment. So let's just wrap this up. I want to get to the KC video, which is next, and it's encouraging, uplifting, and it's just, you know, looking back at what KC has accomplished. One, there's no telling what can happen when a man meets a woman at the right time. There's no telling what can happen. She can be what may seem like a pass around. She can be a little loose, you know, with when it comes to opening up her legs for guys with money or status. But there's no telling when a man meets a woman who is just good at the game. Maybe she just has more game than he has. she's been flirted with for years, and she's gotten used to knowing what game is and recognizing game. Maybe she has game. Maybe she's his type to a T, just the type of woman he wants. Maybe she just knows and gets him, or at least makes it feel like she gets him. So there's no telling when a man meets the right woman at the right time. And two, and most importantly, this ain't fair. And life ain't fair, so I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna say my piece, and then I'm gonna let it be. But this ain't fair, cause it's easy to point out Black Boy Max's women, cause we got the evidence. It's easy to call out Casey's ex or girl, because we got the evidence on a couple streams. But what about everybody else? Nobody calls out rappers. Nobody calls out athletes. Nobody walks up to, you name it, name an athlete and say, hey, listen, we see you just cuffed this person. By the way, she had an OnlyFans. Nobody's doing that to nobody else. But when it comes to streamers, we're quick to go, had your girl been around. Nobody else does that to anybody else. So again, life ain't fair. It comes with the territory. When you have no privacy, you have no privacy. So it is what it is. I mean, they'll do it to me. Better believe if I pick up one of these girls and I do a stream with them and I happen to catch feelings and like her and I pop out with her courtside, they're going to run to the comment section. She was here and here. They're going to run in the Reddit page. She was doing this. And to be honest, I'm the type of person where I'm appreciative of that. Thank you. Thank you. Tell me the truth. Tell me who she really was. It is what it is. We ain't hiding.
And it's not an incel take to have. People criticize if you talk about any of this stuff. They're gonna say you're a hater. They're gonna say that you're jealous, and it's just the nature of social media now, and of a lot of these women and how they operate. If she's getting on camera, she's not for you. She's for the cam. She's for the chat.
Big and pink. That is gonna cost you around $50 to $100. Wait. Oh yeah. Oh, I was trying to get it. No. You can't get the bow without the car. How much the car?
Yeah.
Not that much.
How much?
Not that much. I don't know. I don't know.
Not that much. It's $200,000. $200,000. $200,000.
Is it really, chat?
Not that much though. I promise. It's not that much. Like, it's not a lot.
See, chat, there's no way that she does not know how much he makes. He must have slipped up. And as a man, again, if I was in his circle, I tell him that. I tell my friends, you don't need to tell your woman how much you make. When you're struggling, that's different. Your woman and you are on the same page. She knows what you can afford and what you for sure can't afford. She knows to look past Chanel, have blinders on when we walk by Chanel. She knows that when we eat out, it's a blessing that we're eating steaks tonight. She knows because we're struggling and life ain't all peaches and cream. But when you're up, I'm up now. When you're up, in the words of Casey, when you're up, your women don't need to know how much you make. Not even to be like, shady with her, like, oh, babe, it's just, nah, you don't, babe, we do well. I do well, babe. I do well. And I got you. Talk to me and we'll figure things out. But once they know what you make, I mean, even that little comment, that's what I'm going off of. I could be wrong. But her saying, oh, you can't get the car without the bow, that just tells me she knows how much this man makes. Because a woman would never say that to her man if she didn't know how he got it. A woman would, she's doing the add-ons, chat. She's expecting add-ons. And mind you, I get it. That's just woman talk. She's a woman. Woman being a woman. She wants the bow. She don't just want the car, she wants the bow. It's not like it's getting a puppy and you need to get food. You don't need the bow, chat. You don't need the bow. But she wants the bow. She gotta know that he's doing well. That was his girl. He got to answer to that. None of us. So watching this, I don't think we should feel any type of way.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. But like I said, the bow is cheap. Like the bow is where we're gonna. No. Okay.
Plus insurance, which he's definitely asking for.
Cheap.
They're saying that she. They're saying that she cheated with NBA YoungBoy. What's this?
Like, why we making the food and shit? Like, you could like build your nigga.
Build my nigga?
Yeah.
How?
Like, build up. You ever like seen 2K?
Yeah, the game?
Yeah. Like, build your nigga like 2K. Like your dream nigga.
How I do that?
I'm gonna give you an example. Like, you say like his height, his age, his weight, but
Okay. He gotta be like 6'1".
Man, to these streamers, like, look at your stats. Look at your stats.
Are we saying like, this is realistic shit?
Was we not being realistic?
I mean, I was being realistic, but like.
Me too.
Okay, all right.
What you thought I was gonna say 5'9"? 6'1". Waves.
What's wrong with being short? There's nothing wrong with being short. It's wrong for them. It's wrong for them. That's the game, bro. They want to be with the 6'2" light skin, who's funny, charming, multi-millionaire, who has masculine frame, who goes to therapy but is not too sensitive.
You add light
They want a guy
who
understands female nature and is not homophobic, but also doesn't act too much like a gay. They want a sensitive dude, but also isn't sensitive to her. They want a guy who cries, but not in front of her. They want to make sure he's tall. He could defend her. He's strong, but he's not toxically masculine. They want a guy who's high IQ, but they don't want him to mansplain too much. Every girl, this is if you ask her to describe the man that she wants, it's going to be these stats every single time. So if you don't match up to this, if you don't fall into this category, she's going to be looking. She's going to be looking for that pocket. Act accordingly.
Indeed.
Nice.
Indeed.
Body. Works out.
All right, this picture's crazy.
Light skin. He's an artist.
Artist by what? Like, are we saying like
Music.
artists in like?
Music. He makes music. This is my dream nigga. Okay? Light skin makes music.
Light skin. He's a rapper with dreads, but he's not in jail. He's a reformed thug who goes to therapy and is high IQ. It's a cold world.
I mean, chat. Again, we could do that to anybody. I could have asked Casey. Someone could have asked Casey 10 years ago what kind of woman he wants. And yeah, maybe it wouldn't be the woman that Gigi was or is. That's irrelevant, chat. I get what y'all are saying, and I know it comes from a place of love for KC. So again, I don't judge y'all. I don't pass no judgment. Because that's what I would want. I would want that genuine love. My community to have my back. Hey, if y'all really love bro, listen, she can keep the G-Wag and she can keep Chanel bags. I want my community back. Give me my community back. Give me all my following back. Y'all go ahead and come back over here. All you gotta do is go back to her name, unfollow. That's go ahead and bring yourselves back over here. That's all I want. You keep the earrings, you keep the jewelry, you can keep all that. That's you. That's you. You look good in it. You looked good in it when I put you in it. You know what I mean? You gotta talk a little crazy. Yeah, it looked good on you when I put you in that. but I just want my community back. I just want, and that's why you gotta be careful. Y'all talk about men a lot and toxicity and men. Men can come together and work together. And if they end up feeling some type of way about one another, they could separate and go their separate ways and have nothing but genuine respect when the camera's on. They might have a whole lot to say. It might, within people that are in the circle, like usually the girls, because men love to talk about other men that they are no longer friends with or girls. I will say though, I'm not going to pretend that women don't love to ask about another. Yo, what happened with you and such and such? She heard what happened. She heard that y'all two don't mess. But now she want to just keep bringing. So, and usually when they ask things like that, there's drinks. And now you feel like you got to say, yeah, I just feel like he's funny. And it's like, bro, I shouldn't even said that. All I had to say is exactly what I say when the camera's on. Nah, bro and me, we just worked. And now men are more responsible and respectful for one another when it comes to that. But if we're being honest, when it comes to these women that y'all put on, that's who y'all gotta be careful for. Don't worry about, linking up and streaming with another man. Y'all good. Y'all gonna be good. Even if y'all not good tomorrow, y'all gonna be good. Because he ain't gonna run around. Most men don't move like that. They're not gonna run around and have another man's name in their mouth. A woman, though, y'all are so quick to put a woman on. Y'all meet women, y'all put them on your stream, and y'all think it's all love, and it ends up not being love. And women, when they move cold, they move cold. That has been the same since the beginning of the time. You can say what you want about modern women today, but when a woman is done, she's done. And whatever that comes with, we call it moving cold, because as men, we don't respect that. Like, oh, how you with a guy 2 days after you broke up with me? To them, they're just like, what? That's none of your business. Or what? I can do what I want. To them, it's cold. It's cold and callous and calculated. And we look at it like, wait, how does that work? We're like, where do you... But, we don't get those answers. We don't get that closure. That's why as men, we got to be there for each other. Some of y'all don't call your mans enough. Some of y'all don't check up on bro enough.
When the internet first came around, it was simple. Emails, forums, and early websites that felt like a digital ghost town. But then...
Bro started a video. I don't know what he's talking about.
When the internet first came around, it was simple. Emails, forums, and early websites that felt like a digital ghost town. But then everything changed. MySpace, Reddit, YouTube. Each platform transformed into a stage. The internet wasn't just a tool anymore, it became a world of its own. Memes spread faster than the news, and 6-second videos can make someone famous overnight. Suddenly millions weren't just watching, they were chasing. Everyone wanted to entertain, to create, to build an audience. Influence became currency, and social media became the new American dream. And in the middle of it all, there was one kid. One of millions. Grinding, posting, hoping to break through. But if we're being honest, he was never supposed to make it. There was never a universe where I should have known his name or where you should have known his name. But now, it feels like the only thing I ever hear is...
KAICENAT!
KAICENAT! KAICENAT!
KAICENAT grew up in the Bronx, just a 30-minute train ride from Midtown, but a world away from the skyscrapers and bright lights of Manhattan. It's the birthplace of hip-hop, the home to Yankee Stadium. It's a borough that moves fast, where opportunities aren't just handed out on silver platters. But hey, welcome to the Big Apple. Packed into a small apartment with his...
Aunt Edna's is, cozy, you thought. But then you found a room with
I was practicing my New York accent today.
3 siblings and a single mother who worked 4 jobs just
to keep I'm walking here line.
Kai learned early that nothing
I got a lot of work.
He bounced between schools, and at one point his family ended up in a homeless shelter in Georgia. Now, eventually they found their way back to New York, and every summer Kai would leave the city for a few weeks through a program designed to give underprivileged kids a break from the noise.
Nice.
And that's where he met Kathy, his host parent, who, after nearly a decade of spending summers together, became family. But for a while, Kai felt lost. He wasn't the biggest, not the tallest, not the strongest. He wasn't the kid getting picked first in gym class. In school, that wasn't really his thing either. He was missing something, a purpose, a reason to care. Until he found it. At first, it was just a distraction, an escape from real life. But soon, YouTube became an obsession. Roman Atwood, FouseyTube, FaZe Clan. Early 2010s YouTube was a whole new world, a never-ending rabbit hole of entertainment. Well,
hey, that's the real question. Y'all never asked that question. Who inspired Casey? Who inspired AD? Who inspired the streamers that are inspiring us today? Who inspired Speed? Like, who was it that Casey was watching and thought, I could do this too? Was Fousey before? Fousey had to be way before Casey. I wonder who inspired him.
As we're playing sports, Kai was locked in, not just watching these videos.
You draw inspiration from someone, even if you notice it or not.
These weren't just influencers, they were pioneers. They weren't simply building an audience, they were crafting a blueprint for others to follow. And Kai was taking notes. What made a video work? What made people laugh?
You need to clean up your digital footprint, my boy.
Eventually, the urge grew too loud to ignore. Kai wanted in. So at 14 years old, he took his first shot, uploading his first ever video to Facebook.
Was Roman before Casey? Roman had to be before Fousey, right?
And it did exactly what you'd expect. It flopped. Nobody cared. Nobody watched. But that initial failure, that's exactly what makes Kai so dangerous today. You see, social media is a game with no finish line, just an endless sprint where everyone is chasing relevance. Millions are fighting for blue checks, viral moments, and a spot at the top. But the reality is harsh. Trends don't last, and neither do most creators. The internet moves fast. One day someone is everywhere, on every feed, every algorithm, every trending page. The next, they're just another name in the archives of forgotten influencers. It's not about catching a wave. It's about knowing when to step off before it crashes. But most don't. They ride the high, move to LA, blow the checks, and before they know it, their time is up. Success in social media isn't about luck, it's about strategy.
Hey, once you know the story of the Hawk Tool girl, like the behind the scenes, Fred went out and you know Fred. Fred he trolls 60% of his videos gotta be trolling people. And Fred went out and actually found the two that interviewed her, and when they explained it, they actually said that it was like she kept wanting to get sexual. They weren't even trying to ask her nothing sexual, and she, not sexual with them, but she wanted to touch on a topic of sexual topics. So now every time I see the video, it don't hit the same. Like, I understand how it went viral because I was a part of looking at that and watching it and understanding in the moment. But now that I know the backstory, it's like, oh, so she just wanted to say that so badly to someone. Which, by the way, none of my business. I don't blame her.
Like Thanos collecting Infinity Stones. Collect the right pieces and success becomes inevitable.
I think it's just in my head to never quit. I had the option to quit, but it's like, once I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it.
Right.
Kai's first Infinity Stone really came in the form of a weaponized obsession. He spent years shouting into the void, posting to an audience of 0.
I'm sorry, I gotta go to work.
And from that silence, he learned the internet's harshest truth. No one owes you their attention, until you give them a reason to. Dozens of uploads came and went with little to show for it, but instead of quitting, Kai doubled down. He wasn't just trying to go viral, he was running experiments. Every video was a test, and every failure was fuel for the fire. As a chronically online kid, he absorbed everything, quietly building a mental playbook of what worked, what flopped, and why. By the time he hit high school, the gears began turning. Facebook skits evolved into YouTube videos. Then came college, and with it, his first big break.
Oh, did that video go viral?
A Ding Dong Ditch prank video blew up, catapulting his channel past 30,000 subscribers
Nice.
overnight. But that moment wasn't random. It was
All
the
it
exact
takes is
scenario
one,
Kai
chat.
had been preparing for. Because now he finally had attention, and attention is leverage. So he reached into the playbook, the one he'd been quietly building since middle school. And right there on page 1 was Roman Atwood. The blueprint was nearly identical. Years of silence, then one breakout video. A
Right.
fake pee prank in the middle of New York City. That single video snowballed into a series. The same setup with different locations, over and over again, until it launched Roman's entire career. It wasn't a fluke, it was a formula. And Kai
Right.
followed it. One prank turned into 2, 2 became 4. Each video built on the last, bigger reactions, escalating chaos, and the views stacked like dominoes. And just like that, Kai was finally.
Chad, I ain't gonna lie though, seeing young Dez running around with KC, that just, I don't know about you, but that does something for me. Just knowing that these are not just guys that, he met right before he blew up. These are guys that were doing the work with him early on. Bro, I can guarantee right now, there's no way that if I'm making little pranks with my bro and I'm trying to blow up on YouTube, he's not charging me. I would, now I'm a grown man, I would want to pay him, but when I was a young boy, he's not charging me. He's not saying, yo bro, if you make money, give me 30, he's not charging me. So that's just, GP, that's on love.
A man who works hard sweats hard.
Old Spy Swagger fights sweat.
Why are you so close to her face?
Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for 100,000 subscribers. Honestly, I don't even know what to say. 100,000 is a blessing, literally. I love all you guys from the bottom of my heart. Kai Mafia forever, you feel me? We slowly but surely taking over, you feel me? Thank you so much for 100,000 subscribers.
But the success came with a catch, because now Kai was standing at a fork in the road. On one side was everything he never dreamed of, an audience, influence, the chance to build something bigger than himself. On the other was college, a degree, stability, the safe route everyone, teachers, friends, and even family expected him to follow. The responsible choice would have been keeping YouTube as a side hustle, graduate, play it safe. Dropping out to chase after fame wasn't just bold, it was delusional.
I have to drop college. I have to.
You don't have to drop no college.
When I go back, I'm gonna tell them that I have to drop out.
Kai, you're not dropping no college.
I have to drop the college.
But come on, when has anyone ever done anything great sitting on the bench? So Kai took the leap, dropped out of college to fully commit to YouTube. He embraced experimentation, pushing new formats and fresh ideas. There was no singular blueprint, no restrictive niche tying him down. His videos kept evolving, but the one constant was Kai himself, and ultimately that's who the viewers returned for.
What was that,
not just
chat?
the prank, but the...
Chat. What is that? What is KC doing with that trash mukbang? Ice cream, sweet potato french fries, cornflakes. This can't be no mukbang. He's trolling. There's got to be like some of his favorite condiments or something.
Constant was Kai himself, and ultimately that's who the viewers returned for. Not just the pranks, not just the titles, they came back for Kai.
What happens in Miami goes down in Miami.
In August of 2020, Kai
Chat, don't tell me about money, cause you could do a Burger King
content
mukbang.
houses have been around for years, from Phase New
I
York
know
to Team 10 to the
about
Hype
money.
House. They all exist for one reason: growth. The formula is simple: take a bunch of creators, put them all under one roof, and suddenly you've got a view printing machine. But here's the thing: most content houses are revolving doors. Someone joins, sparks some
young
hype,
face.
gains some followers, and then dips. That's the norm. But AMP isn't normal. Since the group's inception in late 2019, the lineup has barely changed. The 4 founding members, Agent, Phantom, Davis, and Duke Dennis, weren't just collaborators, they were real-life friends, with a shared mindset and a long-term vision for the brand. This wasn't some clout-fueled experiment, it was something they actually believed in. And because of that, they were incredibly protective of the group dynamic. They didn't want to just let anyone in, no matter how big the name was. They had already turned down plenty of well-known creators. People like Your Age, Gideon, and Flight had all been passed on, not because they weren't talented, but because the chemistry wasn't there. One wrong move.
Wait, chat, do we know that to be true? Did they pass up on Gideon, Your Rage, and Flight? Do we know that to be true? Chat, that's a mean lineup. Nah, I would have had to get my dog a chain. You can have an AMP chain, a certified chain, the one we wear. Not no play. I'm gonna have to get my dog a chain, cause that's crazy. I ain't know they passed. All 3 of them would have got a chain, chat. Never mind what you think. That's crazy. Cause I understand being real selective. But the fact that bros would even want to join the camp says everything I need to know. That's gang. We're locked in. I didn't make the rules up. We're locked in for life. Just the fact that you want to represent what we represent. Even if you get passed up on, it's love.
Personality, and the whole thing could fall apart before it even started. So when they invited Kai to join in 2020, it wasn't just another group decision, it was a moment. He didn't have the biggest platform, he wasn't pulling the most views, but what stood out was the way he worked, the way he fit. There was something undeniable about his energy, and they recognized it instantly. Joining AMP gave Kai something he hadn't had before: a team, a stage, a spotlight.
Right.
But there was still one thing missing: streaming. During COVID, a new generation of creators redefined what streaming could be. What started as a gaming-centric world began morphing into something bigger. Suddenly, the internet's biggest stars weren't vloggers or YouTubers, they were streamers. And Kai, he was riding that wave before most people even saw it coming.
I will now be streaming on Twitch!
His very first Twitch stream was an immediate hit. Over 1,000 people tuned in live. For a debut stream, that's unheard of. If you're not familiar with how streaming works, that number isn't just good,
I'm
it's
more
absurd.
than familiar.
From reaction content to gameplay, it was instantly clear. Streaming unlocked something in Kai that no other platform had. He wasn't just entertaining, he was electric. And the internet noticed. By July 2021, the entire AMP crew had moved in together. Their streams exploded. By the end of that same month, Kai was averaging over 17,000 live viewers per stream. But that was just the beginning. From there, he pushed the envelope. The ideas got bigger, louder, and more unhinged. One day, he was hosting a Riz Academy. The next, he turned the AMP house into a petting zoo.
Yo, Phantom! There's a f***ing zebra!
He 1v1'd a WNBA player, opened a daycare, and even rolled out
Black with white
collabs with some of
stripes
the
or
biggest
white
names
with
on
black
the internet.
stripes?
Kai wasn't just going viral, he was becoming culture. He hit 1 million subscribers
Don't bring
on
no
YouTube,
white
and
with
a few
black
months
stripes,
later, 1
zebras
million
and
followers
miles.
on Twitch. And then Kai did something different. He flipped the promo circuit on its head. Traditionally, artists do press runs, sit-down interviews, promo tours. Kai flipped that. No scripts, no publicists, just a chaotic, hilarious live stream and a guaranteed.
Chat, these kind of videos are solid, not only for motivation and to get into to fan the flame inside of you and get your hunger going, not only because they're reminiscent of how far people have come, and especially when there's some weird things going on, it's nice to look back at how far you've come. Like, man, I'm telling you, bro, sometimes when you're so caught up in trying to get to the next level and you got things going on and people breaking your heart or your heart being broken, and maybe you're making mistakes and you're dealing with family and you're trying to maintain good relationships and you're dealing with your own mind. And believe me, brother, I know the battle of the mind. There can be so much going on and you're trying to put God first and you're trying to remind yourself, but it's videos like this that almost capture it and then re-release it to you, and you're going through this and all this, all this, there was this time where before streamers, it was the biggest on YouTube. Who's the content creator? Who's doing vlogs? Then it became streaming. KC did streaming. He won a the process. The history. But it's a healthy thing to refresh it in your mind, so you can appreciate it.
Oh my God!
From Bobby Shmurda to 21 Savage, everyone started pulling up, and when they did, it didn't feel like content. It just felt like them hanging out, because Kai didn't put anyone on a pedestal. He treated everyone the same, and the result? Streaming's most unexpected talk show.
When they like breaking your house, that means they like...
When they break in your house? Yeah. Wait, have you broken into a house before? Yeah. What was your thoughts on that when that happened?
I thought...
Yeah.
Hey, when a girl that you're dealing with breaks
millions of views, countless internet breaking moments, and a Streamer of the Year award later, KAICENAT had claimed the throne of streaming. But what he did next put the entire internet on notice. In February 2023, he embarked on a marathon that would redefine what it meant to go all in. For 30 days straight, Kai streamed 24 hours a day in an event he called the Mafiathon. This wasn't just a stream, it was a spectacle, a relentless non-stop showcase of endurance, charisma, and sheer willpower. The Mafiathon wasn't just about gaming or reacting, it was a cultural moment. Traditional celebrities and top influencers flocked to his stream, turning it into a collision of endurance, charisma, and sheer willpower. The Mafiathon...
Nah, he should have kept one of his walls like that. That Spider-Man of the chest shot. Say it with your chest, chat. That's fire.
Just about gaming or
chat, I ain't know KC was the first one to ever do like a thon, like a subathon, a malfathon. I ain't know he set the tone for that. No pun intended.
It was a cultural moment. Traditional celebrities and top influencers flocked to his stream, turning it into a collision of internet culture and mainstream fame. From viral challenges to late night chaos, every hour brought something new, something unpredictable. And then just days before the final stream, Kai did the impossible. A new all-time record on Twitch, 306,000 active subscribers and counting. It cemented his name in the Internet Hall of Fame and fueled a trajectory that was only going one way, up.
Free radicals are everywhere. Protect yourself against them with Palm.
What are those?
But there's a pattern we've seen time and time again in the world of social media. The unstoppable force, hurtling towards greatness, collides with the immovable object, reality. For creators chasing the throne, the stakes only get higher, the risks more extreme, and sometimes the fall is inevitable.
We begin with that tense scene here in New York City. Thousands of young people converging on Manhattan's Union Square Park.
We've just learned over the past half hour that 65 people have been arrested, 30 of them juveniles.
He's got 20 million followers on social media, and after an ill-conceived stunt in New York's Union Square, he also has an arrest record.
What started as a simple fan meetup spiraled into chaos. What are you
doing? Refuse to leave. You will be arrested for unlawful assembly.
Thousands flooded the park, crowds surged, people got hurt, arrests were made. And just like that, a feel-good moment turned into a national headline.
It's got an update from the NYPD, and here's what we know tonight. According to police, KAICENAT will be charged with multiple counts.
The influencer is charged. He's going to be charged with at least 2 counts of inciting a riot, unlawful assembly, and a few other charges.
For the first time, we saw KAICENAT.
He's like, we'll make up some as we go along.
This wasn't a world-shattering moment. At its core, it was a meetup gone wrong. A well-intentioned idea that spiraled out of control. Kai's ignorance, however unintentional, had ripple effects far beyond what he'd ever imagined.
None of that was my intention. I had good intentions for this whole thing, but after Friday, bro, I've come to realize the amount of not only power, but influence that I have on people.
For the first time in a long time, Kai had to stop and think. Not about numbers, not about content, but about impact. About the legacy he wanted to leave behind.
I'm beyond disappointed in the things that went on Friday. I've also asked myself, I said, yo, next time you want to do any of these things like this, you need to hit up the right people, make the right calls, and do it the correct way, because as a whole, bro, we all have to do it. We all have to do better.
This wasn't the end of his story. It was a recalibration, a chance to realign his goals, to refocus on what truly matters. That meant more than just breaking records. It meant building something that lasted. The road ahead wasn't about avoiding mistakes. It was about learning from them. And for Kai, that lesson would shape everything that came next. 2024 was a new year with new goals, one that really elevated the gaming side of streaming. See, your typical gaming stream looks like this: a guy in a chair playing the same games on loop. The concepts are redundant, designed to be repeated. Their sets go as far as blank walls and neon signs if we're lucky. And then on May 8th, 2024, Kai flipped the entire formula on its head. He dropped a 2-minute trailer, not a clip, not a teaser, a full-blown cinematic trailer announcing his next challenge, a non-stop marathon that wouldn't end until he beat Elden Ring. It was scripted, scored, and shot like an actual film, complete with lighting setups, camera crews, stunt coordination, and VFX. Over 45 people worked on this trailer alone. For context, Paranormal Activity, a movie that grossed nearly $200 million worldwide, that was made with a crew of 44. I mean, it may be only by one, but Kai had put together a bigger team just for this announcement, and the stream itself was just as insane.
That's a good way to put it.
It is time for Elden Ring.
His bedroom was transformed into a high fantasy world with custom-built sets, detailed props, and outfits straight out of the game. He didn't just play the character, he became them. It was immersive, theatrical, and way ahead of anything the platform had seen. This wasn't a gimmick, it was a shift, a new gold standard. From Elden Ring DLCs to Bloodborne, Sekiro, and Batman Arkham, Kai continued to inject movie-level production into gaming streams, elevating the gameplay,
KC becoming Batman was funny. That's when I was introduced to Reggie as Robin.
At one point he even teamed up with Mr. Beast to pull off a mind-bending prank. They built a 1-to-1 replica of Kai's room, filled it with fireworks, and rigged it to go off mid-stream, convincing viewers that it was happening live. Now, it didn't take long for people to catch on, but that didn't matter, because Kai was redefining what streaming could be.
So, like, when's your next subathon?
I don't know, right? Okay, so here's the thing, right? I really want somebody to break my record, bro.
So you could break their record.
So you can
go.
On November 1st, 2024, KAICENAT kicked off the month-long Mafiathon 2, and from the very first minute, it was clear. This wasn't just another stream, it was a spectacle unlike anything Twitch had seen before.
This is Snoop Dogg, chat. Look how he rolled with me. You got it.
I can't hear you, Kai.
I can't hear you.
Uzi always sound like he lost his voice.
Trio is back!
Wait, hold up. He said the trio is back? Who's the trio?
I can't hear you. Trio is back!
That's the trio? NLE? DDG? KC? That's the trio. They must have streamed before, that's why he's saying that.
What's up? You're fired. I want you to get off the
You think this is a game?
$55 million mansion
Grab your
spanning over
backpack.
30,000 square feet.
See you
Kai
way out.
transformed his life into a living broadcast, with more than 67 cameras capturing every single angle, and 5-man production teams working in rotating shifts. Not a single second went unseen,
67
whether he was
cameras.
eating, sleeping, or showering. Kai lived on stream, unfiltered, unscripted, and completely open to the world.
Every second of the day, they're watching me.
Kai, what are you talking about? How do you do that?
I literally just do it.
But what truly set Mafiathon 2 apart was the scale. It wasn't just a live stream, it was a cultural event. Every day brought a new wave of anticipation as fans tuned in to see who would step into Kai's world next. Miranda Cosgrove, Snoop Dogg, Kevin Hart, Lil Dicky, SZA.
Slenderman? Slenderman?
I literally just...
Is that Slender?
Step into Kai's world next. Miranda Cosgrove, Snoop Dogg, Kevin Hart, Lil Dicky, SZA, Bill Nye, and Nardwuar. The guest list read like a fever dream, and it only kept growing. From massive giveaways to AI robots that cost over $25,000 each, every moment was meticulously planned. Nothing was left to chance, no cost was spared. This wasn't just content, it was a masterclass in creating a moment the internet would never forget.
Miranda Cosgrove is kind of crazy.
Chevy Trucks.
I mean, he
more
had
dependability awards for trucks than any other brand. And Chevrolet.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's about that time. It's officially November 1st. It just hit 12 o'clock on the dot. I'm gonna schedule this video so that in a month this drops. Here's my message to myself. I hope you're proud of where you're at. If you broke the record, congratulations.
I want to thank Phantom, I want to thank Duke, I want to thank Davis, I want to thank Agent, I want to thank Chris for never giving up on what they love to do. It always treated me the same from day one.
KC 3000, Mr. KAICENAT 1000 himself.
you know what I'm saying, for breaking the Twitch record and becoming the greatest streamer of all time. My dog is the greatest, you know what I'm saying? There has never been one like him. And to be honest, if we being honest with ourselves, there probably won't be another KAICENAT.
Kai is not gonna get the love he deserves until he retires, bro. So many people try and like speak negatively about him because he's
it's
number
like
one
that
right now.
for a lot
it's
of
one of these
legends.
moments where it's like I used to be a LeBron hater as a kid, bro, because my brother's favorite player was LeBron. I was a Kobe guy. But when I grew up, I learned like, why not just appreciate greatness? It don't matter what form it comes in. Why not just appreciate greatness?
We all from the Bronx. People that's from here know the chances of you making it out, bro, it's slim to none. This is not supposed to happen. We went against the grain. We went against the norm. We from the Bronx. It's not supposed to happen. Like real shit, bro. 700-something thousand Twitch subscribers. Didn't just break the record.
We made
doubled it.
We
He ran a
what?
lap on his own record.
Phantom just tells me he proud of me.
What wasn't supposed to happen, we made it happen.
Phantom.
Something like that. I'll work on it.
You, bro. From where we come from, that's not supposed to happen, gang.
Right.
You did that shit, gang. You feel me? If you're watching this, this is the time you mentally need to be resetting. Enjoy, you know, it's December, your birthday coming up. Enjoy it. Take your time, go at your pace. I want you to know that I'm proud of you. And I'm ready.
Gotta talk to yourself like that sometimes.
Like, God damn, that boy genius.
He done pulled it off. Jason Ween is always in disguise. So you say. Chat, I mean, if that's not motivation, you're cooked. Get off TikTok. I mean, you could read 15 quotes a day, every day, and screenshot them and never go look back at them. You can look up some of the best quotes. You can pay attention to interviews and get encouraged from Goggins to what's the man's name? Tony Robbins. But if that doesn't encourage you, I don't know what to tell you. You're probably paying attention to too many things at the same time. You could do it too, chat. You could do it too. Put the groundwork in. Do the things that nobody wants to do. Everybody wants to live the life that not everybody gets to have, but nobody wants to do what not anyone wants to do. Nobody wants to sit there editing. They didn't even really go into the editing and trying to focus on college, trying to be there. It's not like he was in college and like, I don't care if I fail. He was still trying to succeed in college and do well. And he wasn't trying to be in college paying for no reason. He was trying to do well, still make it early, still make it on time to class, edit a video, send it, put it on YouTube real quick. Didn't have his own laptop, didn't have a right-hand man that he could use his laptop, didn't have money to borrow laptops and pay people, doing this on the laptop in the computer school, in the computer lab on the college, hustling, chat, doing the things that nobody wants to do. Nobody wants to do that. What is that a trick question? Are you kidding me? Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to say, all right, I'll get up extra early tomorrow and I'll go to the computer lab and I'll get that done, then I'll go to class. Everybody would tell themselves the same thing. We'll excuse ourselves by saying, yo, bro, I'm not going to edit it tomorrow. I'm not going to edit it today. I'll do it tomorrow because I got class tomorrow. I'm going to finish class and then I'll edit it. Making excuses. Excuses to not work. Excuses to not do it today. And excuses so we can sleep better at peace. Like, oh, I would have did it, but I can't. What Cat Williams said when he sat there in that chair with Shannon Sharp and looked us in the face and said, if you live life every day, when you go to bed and you say, if this was it, if I passed away, God forbid, and I don't want to butcher him, but something along the lines of, am I satisfied? AKA, did I do all I can do? AKA, did I give it everything I got? AKA, am I living up to my fullest potential? I've been living like that, chat. I've been living like that. That helped me break some crazy cycles in my life. Cycles, not psycho, cycles. Some vicious cycles I had where I was I was working, chat. I was working day and night on music, recording day and night on music, writing day and night music, listening to beats day and night, and putting the work in, and then going to work and hustling. And I was using all my busy schedule as an excuse to say, I'll do reaction videos later. I'll get to that. I'll figure it out when I start getting paid. Even if I'm making $200 a month, when I start making any type of money off music, I'll start taking that, and I'll take less hours at my job. And I'll take those hours when I'm not working at my job, and I'll be here and I'll be recording. And it didn't work that way, because I was able to break those cycles by saying, no, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. It's not good enough for me to say, I'll do that later. Because, of course, we don't have to get dark and extra. Later doesn't always come. We know that. But more importantly, do it now. I could do it now. I could figure out how to do it now. Squeeze it in. Figure it out. Stay up later. Figure it out. Eat later. Don't need to eat. Do less things that I don't need to do. Maybe that's a little extra. Eat later. I do. I eat at 2, 3 in the morning, bro. Which is unhealthy for me, by the way. And not probably the way I want to be living. So I go all day without eating so I can do this. But, I could eat. It takes 5 minutes to eat. But the point is that you're figuring it out. You're doing what you can do, chat. You're doing what you can do. And I see KC and I see Speed, and these are the guys that are setting the tone now that we're following in their footsteps. But yeah, chat, we can do it. You can do it. I can do it. I'm doing it. Just figure it out. Just figure it out. Once you stop excusing yourself, like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, which was what I was addicted to. I was addicted to saying tomorrow I'll do it. And most times I would execute. But then when the weekend came around, I felt like, oh, well, I was spending too much time on one thing. And the point that I'm making is, I can do music. I can focus on music. But I can also focus on reaction videos. And I can also focus on clipping reaction videos and making shorts. And I can also focus on, what the important hashtags should be. You can do it all, chat. And I can also focus on working out. And I can also focus on eating just a little better. I ain't going to sit here and act like I don't love food and I'm healthy. But I can do a little bit. Wherever I can do my part, we can do a little bit more. Instead of excusing yourself. Like, oh, I'll do that later. Oh, I'll do that when I get money. Oh, I'll do that. Some of y'all do that with girls. Oh, I'll talk to women when I get money. Bro, you ain't going to know how to talk to women by then. You wait that long, you going to think you can get everything with money. And then you're going to mess around and be one of those guys that, you come across as like a lame. Talk to women whenever you want. Talk to women now. You should believe right now you're capable of pulling one. Now, mind you, that doesn't mean you're going to, but you should be able to. You could talk to women, bro. I talk to women with $20 in my pocket. I talk to women with not enough money to eat for the both of us. Just talking to women, bro. You need to learn how to do a little bit now, a little bit of everything now. Just do it, bro. Just do it. And look where it's gotten me. I'm far from where I want to be. I'm far from where success starts. But a little bit of reaction videos every day, consistently every day. A little bit of clipping and putting shorts out. A little bit of working out. A little bit of squeezing in how to fit time at work and then time over here. I got Snapchats right now from 3 days ago of people I still haven't responded to. I got text messages. I got Facebook messages. So mind you, I don't have it all together by far. But I'm trying, bro, by doing a little bit everywhere I can. And before you know it, after a week, after 2 weeks, after 8 months, after 7 years, you realize, oh man, we done came a long way. We done put a lot of work in. And the last thing I want to touch on is the one. All it takes is one person to see it. One clip to go viral. Remember, I always say this, the Young M.A. clip, Young M.A. became the big rapper and the big name she had because someone was complaining about her. oh, look at this girl who likes women and she's a rapper, and it went viral because that clip went viral. All it takes is one viral clip, one person to notice, one A&R for music people out there like myself, one viral 15-second clip. Here we go with the bubbles. The freaking bubbles popping up telling me we're doing a good job. Alright, chat, I'm still looking for clippers, and that being said, hopefully you're motivated when you see KC winning. And it is what it is, but a lot of y'all... Anyways, I'll leave that alone. Alright, chat, get out.